Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I just got back from the gym and got a lesson there that I thought was really helpful that I thought I would share with you from a coaching perspective. Now, I've been coaching people in life. I've been coaching job hunters for a long, long time. And one of the things that is painfully aware to me is how much people believe they have to be perfect, that no mistake is allowed, and thus they wind up in situations where they punish themselves. Now, some mistakes are outside your control. Some mistakes are within your control. For example, from a job search perspective, if you're not prepared for an interview, if you haven't proofread your resume, that's your fault. You could have done something about that beforehand and you chose not to. And yes, you'll learn a lesson from it, but it was completely avoidable. A lot of times we make mistakes and, in your language, fail because we didn't anticipate every possible contingency known to mankind. Like, I remember I had a boss chastise me because, my history is as a recruiter. On September 13th, 2001, 2 days after 9/11, he calls me up on the phone, and I'd been doing business with a small subsidiary of Deutsche Bank, one of the firms whose buildings were destroyed as part of the attack. And he lambasted me for not having disaster recovery business with Deutsche Bank, even though I'd only been working with this small subsidiary for 4 months. Like they were going to give this agency disaster recovery business, even though we had no experience in it whatsoever. This global, multi-billion-dollar bank was going to say, you small employment, it's nonsense sometimes. But he went out of his way to beat me up about that. And I looked him square in the eye, and I said, gee, I wish you'd offered that as a suggestion. I would have tried. So, I'll simply say a lot of things that you consider mistakes may be blind spots, may be good choices, but you're beating yourself up over them. Why? Why? The notion of being perfect comes from grade school, where we're graded on a numeric scale that says, excellence is 100%. You were able to parrot back the answer in a way that pleased your teacher perfectly on that particular score. Now, the testing is purely subjective. Are you telling me that one student wasn't advantaged over another when that teacher had a little bit of doubt about that essay that was written and they gave him a break? Of course. So, the system was set up to train you into focusing on this industrial mindset of being perfect and being another widget coming down the assembly line that looked perfect. In life and in business, well, let's look at baseball. You hit over 300, you fail to get a hit, 7 out of 10 times, you're a star. When did you get this lesson about perfection? Now, I do want to say that people who are more successful try more, try harder, and get more and better results. As a result of that, they fail quickly, they recognize the mistakes, they adapt, but they don't stop. For many of you, the first time you make a mistake, you stop and you never go forward. Keep pushing, because after all, that failure, like a scientist experimenting, and one experiment that they have fails, they go back and try it a slightly different way. Well, you have to try your ideas in lots of different ways, experiment more, fail fast, fail often, and come out as a winner at the end. I'm Jeff Altman. Hope you found this helpful. My website is nobscoachingadvice.com or thebiggamehunter.us. The latter one is focused on job search. The former is more about coaching. Now, I'm having a computer problem right now as I record this in late October 2015. I'll have a new one in shortly. The website will be updated a lot with a lot more content after the new equipment comes in. But in the meantime, I hope you found this helpful. And if you'd like to connect with me on LinkedIn, send a connection request at linkedin.com/IN/the-big-game-hunter. Also want to mention I do job search, career, and life coaching. reach out to me through my websites. I'd be happy to help you. If you have any questions, email me at jeffaltmancoach@gmail.com. That's Jeff, Jeff, Altman, Altman, coach, all one word, @gmail.com. Have a great day. Take care.